Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Adrian.
And today we are reviewing
Doctor Strange.
Welcome to the Fandom Bar. Hey guys.
Hey, Doctor Strange.
Yeah. The second installment of Phase 3 for the Marvel
Cinematic Universe.
MCU
leading up to Phase 4? Is it?
No, this is just leading up to Infinity Wars. Infinity Wars is like, I think the
end of
cusp of Phase 3. And then where they go from there is like wherever. But
Doctor Strange, directed by Scott Derrickson.
Yes.
We see Benedict Cumberbatch play Dr. Stephen Strange, a brilliant neurosurgeon. And
but he's a bit of a dick.
He's kind of like a
ego,
like a Tony Stark kind of character.
Yeah.
Similarities to Tony. One day his ego gets him into an car accident, which pretty much ruins his career.
I get a little sick every time that I've watched that, because the way that his whole hands, like,
spoilers,
his
people,
focus is on his hands because they get like
crushed,
crumpled.
Yeah,
and it's the most horrendous thing in the actual movie where you see them like.
And then when he wakes up, sees all the pins and sticking out of his hand. He's like, "What have you done to me?"
I'd be mad too. That thing was gnarly.
It's good makeup.
Yeah, it's good.
So pretty much his career is ruined, and his ex-lover, played by Rachel McAdams, Christine, who tries to help him out, but he's kind of he's a dick. He's a dick. So she leaves him, and he's like, "What do I do?"
Western medicine's failed him, and
so he discovers that
from his
physiotherapy,
who he was also a dick to. That he knew someone who had a C6C4 paralyzation, which is like full from the torso down, and paralyzation in his hands, was walking and doing normal things again.
So he had to find out, how did he do it? So he finds this guy, Jonathan Pangborn, played by Benjamin Pratt.
Ooh,
yes, and so Benjamin Pratt tells him, "Look, I went to this place called Kamar-Taj, and you will find your answers there." So next we see Stephen.
Doesn't give him any directions though.
No,
what a douchebag!
Just have to look up probably Google, where the hell is Kamar-Taj?
Imagine the spelling. It's like, wait, can you write that down for me?
Yeah, so Kathmandu.
Well, it was near Kathmandu.
Nepal?
He was in Kathmandu. Kathmandu's the capital of Nepal.
I knew that.
But around Kathmandu Kathmandu is where he set off to, and then walked around
to try and find
Tibet and stuff like that. Kamar-Taj.
And then so he gets mugged, and then our second lead appears, Mordo, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Gone are the days where people would go to Hollywood and change their name to John Smith.
He plays Mordo, who brings Stephen into the to Kamar-Taj, where he meets the Ancient One,
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah,
I love Tilda.
Everyone loves Tilda. She's awesome.
I just really want to know if she actually shaved her head for the role, because I feel like she would.
We gotta look it up.
Yeah, but totes feel like she would.
And I mean, I never read Doctor Strange, but I know there was a lot of backlash with casting Tilda, as the Ancient One.
Okay, but here's the thing. The Ancient One in the comic books, and Doctor Strange was written, like, in the 60s.
60s, yes.
So, the Ancient One was this old Tibetan man, and he was literally the fullest of stereotypes you could ever imagine. Like, he was every, like, Confucius says Asian rolled into this one role. And so what do? They cast, they go, okay, let's not stereotype it. Instead, we'll give a woman a shot.
Give it a Celtic background.
Yeah. And let's be fair, Tilda Swinton could be Asian. She could be anything.
Yeah.
She's just that kind of person. Like, she is eternal.
I know.
Like, if anyone's gonna play something that maybe, like, is a bit weird, I mean, it's gonna be Tilda Swinton.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they fell into that barrel pretty much. If we cast an little Asian man, we'll be like, oh, stereotypical. Here we go, another wise man thing. So what do?
They threw an Asian man in there, an old Asian man.
Yeah, I mean, it works.
But the thing is about the other thing is that Kamatage, while set in, in like Nepal and all that, it's a whole bunch of people. It's a collective of people.
People come there to get healed.
They've got sanctuaries in New York and London, Hong Kong. So literally 2 out of those 3 cities are white, like where you think white people come from. So I didn't see the big deal. I mean, I don't know if I can say that because I'm white and in that demographic, but
I don't believe it's whitewashing at all. No. I don't. No, I mean it works. It works for the
60s
film.
was like a different time too, and that. So know.
So then we have Stephen. Pretty much. Well, he's a dick to the Ancient One as well, and then she says, "Open your mind," and sends him to a acid trip sequence, which was just amazing.
You shouldn't watch this if you've got vertigo.
I think you should watch it if you're stoned or on LSD.
We do not promote
But
drugs.
we do not promote drugs, yes.
Especially very illegal ones like LSD. Or, if you're in Australia, weed! Weed is illegal here.
But that whole sequence, it came out just recently that they had written it's meant to go for like 7 minutes. It's so long, but they had to cut it down.
Yeah, they've got warnings out in the US that people who have vertigo shouldn't watch it.
Really?
Yeah. It's
brilliant. And that's where we're first introduced officially now to the multiverse.
Yes, and they
finally
used the word multiverse.
I know.
Thank the Lord that Sony didn't own it or Fox didn't own it.
I was hoping to see like different images of other characters from the multiverse just as he's traveling through. That would be cool. I'm fine
with how it worked out. But anyway, and we've kind of missed a whole key point, which is Kamatage was ransacked, I guess.
Yeah, so
it was an uprising.
Yeah, there was like the
one of the masters, Caecilius,
turns bad, played by your boyfriend.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Boyfriend number 3, that one.
Oh, there's so many, but I'm open to a polyamorous relationship if there's like a sudden change in the winds and all these men start finding me attractive. But please, Tom Hiddleston, Benedict, Adam Driver, Jared Leto is now on that list.
And Mads.
I just love it. But like, it's fun to see him in like a kind of... He's still a villain, but more of a fun role.
Yeah, I mean
I love Mads in Hannibal, which is... He's like scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, who played Hannibal after that? I always get them mixed up. It's not Ian...
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Who played Hannibal.
Yes.
He was good. Mads is slightly better.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you haven't watched Hannibal, you don't know.
Okay.
But, eat the rude.
Anyway, so Mads Mikkelsen plays Caecilius. He's a zealot, as they call him. He kind of... Head zealot. He's like, hates the Ancient One.
He found out her secret.
Found out her secret, and he wants to call upon the main villain, which is Dormammu, the destroyer of worlds. He apparently goes to different universes and destroys the world.
Just another one.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's like a villain pub of galactic beings who just eat worlds?
So who's more powerful, Galactus or Dormammu?
Don't even know. They could be like half brothers for all I care. I'm waiting for that that comic book of coming out of like him, Galactus, Thanos. They're all just related, and they're all like they find each other, but it's like a Lady and the Tramp moment. They're all sucking the souls and that out of an earth, and all come together and like brothers.
Yeah. So Mads is working for Dormammu, and he wants to bring Dormammu to Earth, and so they have to destroy. There's 3 sanctums that protect the Earth. the London Sanctum, New York Sanctum, and Hong Kong Sanctum. These Sanctum provide a magical shield around the earth. So
that's the jobs of the magical people.
Destroying all these sanctums, and
so Dormammu can come.
Yeah.
And devour the earth.
So while he's doing that, Stephen is learning,
and he struggles at first because he thinks it's all into his hands, which are all, of course, now ruined because of the car accident. But he slowly sees that, it's not about his hands, it's about his belief, and he starts to excel really quickly.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of good, quick, funny scenes in that I really
his
like.
interaction with Wong.
He was so good. He's already signed on for the second one, and I'm just excited for that. And so it eventually leads to Stephen starting to use the Eye of Agamotto, and which is, if you don't know, is the green Infinity Stone, which is the time.
Yeah, time.
Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
So he starts to learn how to manipulate time in that, but it's actually forbidden. It's a forbidden magic because it breaks the natural law.
That's right.
Which Mordor...
Breaking the space-time continuum.
Mordor. See, I keep calling him Mordor.
Me too. I was calling him Mordor, like Mordor.
But and so they're really against it. Like, no, you don't do it. But because a whole bunch of crap happens, he keeps the amulet on, and he has that for later on. So
and then
Caecilius attacks the London Sanctum, which falls. And Stephen gets blasted into the
New York
Sanctum. And
where he discovers
the Cloak of Levitation.
That was pretty cool.
This is the boss ass scene.
Yeah, that scene when he comes up, he's just like, oh.
It's the hero shot.
Yeah.
And it's the best.
And that's Doctor Strange, like,
and
kind of come to life.
especially like the music in it, the dun 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 dun. Dun. I was like, yes. Hello.
Yeah.
And he looks so distinguished with his grey Mr. Fantastic hair.
I know.
So...
He would have been good as a Reed Richards.
Yeah, you know what? We have to work on that accent, but it was good. But seeing him
You're just used to hearing
American
the Sherlock
accent,
the Sherlock accent. Yeah. But then, Caecilius appears and they start chasing Strange and Mordor through the streets of New York in the mirror dimension. And that, another scene, like, trippy world upside down.
I'll say this. I haven't seen Inception, but this was very Inception-y.
Yeah, it has a lot of Inception moments. I mean...
I was just like, what?
Yeah.
What? It's also very likening to, the Escher room in Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I saw that bit when they were running underneath.
David Bowie. He was on my list.
So then, basically, Caecilius destroys Hong Kong Sanctum and opens the door to Dormammu, which then Stephen Strange figures out how to way to stop it, so he meets...
Well, it's not so much that he stops it, he has an idea on what could happen, but it's like a long ass shot.
But it's great when he faces Dormammu and he
dies.
Sticks it in a time loop.
Over and
over.
Dormammu!
I've come to bargain.
I love it because it's Dormammu and then that like pan up.
Yeah.
Like the
Dormammu!
Dormammu.
But yeah, Benedict, they motion captured his face for Dormammu and his voice, and someone else did the voice as well.
I think what would have happened was Benedict was reading for Doctor Strange, and then in the next room over, someone was like, who are we going to get to put in a motion capture suit to play Dormammu? And he sprinted and went, hello! I've learnt all the lines. I am ready. He and Andy Serkis had to joust it out.
Yeah.
He might become the next Andy Serkis.
We'll see.
So, but yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
so eventually Dormammu agrees to leave Earth and take the Zealots with him so that time can continue and he's not like a prisoner and stuck doing the same 30 seconds over and over.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So then Stephen becomes not the Sorcerer Supreme as yet, but he's on his way to becoming the Sorcerer Supreme.
I have a feeling once they defeat
the
Thanos. That's when he'll take up the mantle.
Okay.
Because the Sorcerer Supreme is meant to defend from like interdimensional beings and stuff like that. So I have a feeling once he defends from being and stuff, because Wong is the only other kind of like master around. So he just might be like, yeah.
And it leaves the film at the end with Mordo becoming a villain.
Which is what he is in the comics.
Yeah, exactly.
But he isn't so much a villain in the way of like he thinks what he's doing is right, which is what
Caecilius thought as well. Yeah. You know?
Which is taking the magic from people who aren't using it to defend the natural law. So we see him taking
there are two end credit stingers. One of them is great.
Oh, well, let me finish.
But I mean, that's one of the end credit stingers. The last end credit stinger is go.
Is Mordo taking the power from
Jonathan Pangborn.
Jonathan Pangborn, who's been using, we find out during the movie, has been using his powers to walk, which he didn't want to become like a protector of the earth. He just wanted to be able to walk.
That's right.
And so it wasn't natural. So Mordo was like, no, and sucks his power out.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is very natural, but you know, they're all about hypocrisy. All right, second one.
The
first one.
Well, the first end credit sting is great, which leads directly into Thor Ragnarok. So you know, we'll get to see Doctor Strange with his signature yellow gloves. Brownie yellow. Mustard. It was great sequence.
But basically, he meets up with Thor's come to him
for help, yeah.
And he's like, because they're looking for Odin.
Mm.
So who knows where Loki sent him? Because I'm gonna like flip a table if Odin's on Earth thinking he's like Dr. Blake. I'm just gonna like.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I laugh so hard. He's probably off in like some retirement home playing like chess or something, and like gets furiously mad, competitive, but doesn't know why.
How many Infinity Stones do you give this one?
7.
So you're gonna give it 5?
There's 7 Infinity Stones.
Okay, full marks. I'll give it the same. I really enjoyed this film.
It's got good music. A lot of people said that it wasn't going to hold up to the other like Avengers movies and stuff. And while it hasn't made Avenger money, it's done well. No, but
it's still like number 1, and it's making money. I mean, they're introducing magic into the MCU, so it's a different tone, but it's in the MCU.
Because one of my favorite things in like the Marvel universe is like Doctor Strange going at it with Tony Stark and Reed Richards, because Tony and Reed gang up on Strange all the time, because obviously they're like the PhD boys. But they're always like, no, magic isn't real. Magic is just a science that hasn't been explained yet. And Strange is just like, sure, guys, but in the meantime, I'm the Sorcerer Supreme, and I'm going to travel through the multi-universe. Have fun on Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, the great music by Michael Giacchino. A hummable theme.
He's all about hummable
I love
themes.
Great scores, themes, superhero themes that you can remember.
So your biggest dream is that for Infinity Wars, Hans Zimmer does the score?
No! Good lord, he's just like asleep on his keyboard. And that's the score.
Organ
winner,
synthesizer.
Oscar winner. Yeah, no.
It'd be cool if John Williams got a MCU credit to his name.
Oh, yeah, that'd be interesting. Doctor Strange.
Thumbs up.
Out now in theaters, and
a quick side note too. We are doing Suicide Squad.
Yes, but
we are doing Suicide Squad. But I have refused to do a review until I watch the extended edition. I pretty much have, because it's all been released on YouTube now. But I'm going to wait till it comes out on Blu-ray and I can see it myself. Because from what I've seen with the extended edition, it's a much better movie!
We will be reviewing Suicide Squad extended cut.
Who cuts out 16 minutes of that pure goldenness?
See you next time.
Bullshit.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, Adrian from the Fandom Bar. Thank you for watching the video. Our next review coming up is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. If you've got any movies that you want us to review, anything old or new, just leave comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you soon.